Hello explorers and welcome to another video. Today we're going to continue our Linux journey and we are going to compile Linux from scratch. Let's continue. Next up we need the grep command. If you have used Linux before, you might know about grep. Grep is a very versatile tooling. Grep is a way of finding things in files. So searching through files, this is the grep command. And let's configure it. So this is one of the standard packages and it should be quick to build as well. So let's do that. Make install. And wait for that to run. So now we have grep. Let's go for the next package. And this is also a very common package. This is the gzip. This is how you package things, or at least how you did it before. And a lot of tooling is compressed with gzip. So let's configure that with prefix. This is a quick package and it's a normal package, so we only need to make install it after we have configured it. So this should also be a quick build. So that's gzip. Next up we're going to build make. And I think you have seen make before, because we run make all the time. So this tooling is to build programs with the make profile. So it's actually have a configuration file, and that make file will tell you how to build your package. And when we are running make, we need to do a sed-i. So we will do some changes here. And I can't say that I understand these changes. 221 17D and 19229D and 232D in the glob Z. No idea what that does, but we do it to make prefix. So this is a workaround for the glibc version that we are using. It was the thing we did before. So let's do tools and without guile. And ensures that make won't link against guile libraries, which may be present on the host system but won't be available in our environment later on. So that's why we do that. And then we can do make and make install, and this should just take a little while and we should be done with that package as well. So there we go. Now we have created make, and I realized that I did an error here. I typed 221 instead of 211, and I guess that these are line numbers that you should delete in this file. That's what I remember that, and this is also a fix for the current glibc version that we have installed. So it took me a few tries to build that one. Next up we do patch, and patch is to take the diffing files that we had before, and those patches we can then apply to our programs or their program source in order to build things. And as many Linux packages use patch, we want it in our system as well. So let's unpackage that package here, patch, and we go into patch and we will configure. This is a normal package, nothing to it. Let's do tools, make, and make install. So now we have patch installed. So let's take the next package, and this is a programming language called Perl. And it's a practical execution and report language. Didn't know that actually, that Perl was that language. But Perl is very commonly used in Linux environments, and it's a little bit strangely configured. You run shconfigure -des -d prefix tools. So that's how you, and then we want to have libs -lm. So another things on the libs path. We want to have ulock lib puth. So these are pointers, lock lib pointers, I guess. And ulock inc puth. Let's see what these does. This is a combination of 3 options. D uses defaults for all items. E ensures completion of all tasks. S silences non-essential output. And then we have ulock libputh and ulock incputh. These entries undefined variables that can cause the configuration to search for locally installed components that may exist on the host system. So that's what we are doing with this configuration here. So let's see if it configures the system in a good way and creates the makefile we need in order to build Perl. And Perl is 1.6 SPU, so it will take a little while to compile. So let's see when it's configured here. And when it's configured, I will just type make to build this system. And that will take a while. So see you after we have made Perl in this system. So now we have run make on the Perl programming language. Now we need to copy some things. We need to copy the Perl command and cpan podulators scripts pod to man into tools bin. We copy those two, and we will make a directory in tools lib perl 5.28.1. Now we created that, and then we need to copy recursive everything in the lib directory into tools lib perl 5.281. Now we've copied over all the libraries to that directory. So now we have compiled Perl, and for the observant, now when we are building our temporary environment here, we have now built one programming language compiler. And as we are doing this in alphabetic order, we will now do the second compiler for a programming language called Python. And Python is also very commonly used in Linux environments to build your system and tooling and so on. So Python is something that we really need to compile. Let's see here, Python to docs HTML. That was strange. It's Python with a large P. I see. So let's tar Python 2. Let's unpack that one. We went into the package, and then we will do sed-i/def add multi-arch paths -a end and then we will have a few spaces here. Return. Let's see how many spaces it is. Yeah, and then we will do that to set up pi. And why I'm a little bit hesitant here is that if we look in this file, I think we will have added a return statement here somewhere. It's important that return statements have the right, or all statements in a Python script has the right indentation. So add multi-arch paths. Okay, so let's remove a few here so it actually seems to be the same amount of spacing here. And that's important because if you have the wrong indentation, things will not run. So this will just type in return at this point, so we won't run this add multi-arch because we don't have x86 and 64-bit system. We will just build one of them. So this is first builds the interpreter, some standard modules, the script for building to prevent them from being an issue. Okay, so this is to add. It's actually not the multi-arch that is the problem. It's actually hard-coded to use usr include and usr lib directories, and those we don't want to use because we want our tools directories lib and so on to be the main place. But it's important that we have the right indentation, so that's why I went in and actually looked at it to see that we put it in the right place. If you copy paste from the guide, you will get the right indentation, but copy paste doesn't work for me, so I have to type everything in. So now we do the prefix tools, and then we do without ensure pip, and this is a switch that disables the Python installer, which is not needed at this stage. So we will remove that one. And Python, as with Perl, is also something that takes a while to build. So I will run make and make install to install Python, and I'll see you after that has installed in our temporary system. And I will split this video up in multiple videos, but I think that this series is gonna give you something, and I hope that you will learn something from this series, that you will understand Linux a little bit better. If you like this video, give it a like, share it with your friends and colleagues. If you have any comments about this specific video, then leave them in the comment section down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do that, and I really hope to see you in the next video.